MMA Boxing Talk here. I just wanted to put out a preview video on Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. I've been anticipating this fight to happen for so long now. It was scheduled to happen twice before, once back in December of 2015 and then April of 2016. Khabib had pulled out of the first fight that was scheduled, and then Tony pulled out of the second fight. Um, Both guys, clear cut number one and number two contenders in the division. There's no question about it. Um, in my opinion, I do believe it is the best matchup the UFC can make, period. Out of all the guys in the roster, I think this is the best matchup to make. For one, you got very interesting styles that are really going to blend and clash together in there. It's going to be very interesting. Um, and then also, I believe it's the first time ever um, someone that has 8 wins in a row in the UFC is fighting someone that has 9 wins in a row in the UFC. Of course, Khabib is 24-0, but he's won 8 in a row. He's won 8 in the UFC, and Tony's won 9 in a row in the UFC. So both guys, Tony hasn't lost in over 4 years, and Khabib's never lost. So it's a great matchup. Obviously, like Khabib is the premier grappler in the sport. Um, just what's coming with Khabib. He's going to try to bring you to the ground. He's going to try to grind you out. He's going to try to wear you down. He's going to try to get his ground and pound shots in there. And with Tony, definitely a little more well-rounded, more creative in there. He's a very good wrestler himself. Obviously, I wouldn't say as good as Khabib, of course, but his scrambles are tremendous. His jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. I think that's what's going to help Tony a little bit in this fight. When it does go to the ground, I think his scrambles and his jiu-jitsu, hopefully, will, for himself, for his sake, it'll get him out of trouble. But you never know. Khabib is so relentless. He's so pressure-oriented. It's going to be a great fight. And, of course, on the feet, Tony is definitely the better striker. But, Khabib, the fights that Khabib has normally doesn't last too long on the feet, But for Khabib's sake, he definitely wants to bring this to the ground because we saw what happened against Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson was piecing Khabib up the first 2 minutes of their fight back at UFC 200. So Khabib definitely wants to bring this to the ground, probably right away in the fight. I can't wait for this. I cannot wait. This is a true 50-50 matchup. You're going to have tons of people that think and are very, they're very certain that Tony Ferguson will win. And then there's a ton of people, the other half of the fans think Khabib, they're certain Khabib will win this fight. So it's an awesome matchup. Both guys are great on the mic. They're both not afraid to make a promo, do some trash talking, and I think there's a possibility that both guys could really become big stars after this fight. There's gonna be a lot of people watching this card. Wonderboy Woodley's the main event, and if they're smart, the UFC, they're really gonna promote this thing. The winner gets Conor. The winner of Tony versus Khabib gets Conor. And hopefully that'll get some more eyes on this fight. But I can't wait. I had to put out a little video previewing this fight. It's going to be very, very interesting. And the last thing I'll add to this is that Khabib seems to have good cardio. There's no doubt. He doesn't seem to get tired. But we've never seen him tested in a 5-round fight. Where we know Tony has gone 5 rounds at high altitude. Against RDA, I think he had 200 punches landed at high altitude against RDA, who's a savage. So, Tony's cardio is proven. Khabib Not to say that he has bad cardio, but it's not proven yet. So very interesting. This is a 5-round fight. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. If you're leaning towards one guy to win at the moment, let me know in the comment section. But that's it for this one. If you liked the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMABoxingTalk1. Peace.